Hey y'all, welcome and welcome back to Babeinlibrary. It's your girl Lisa, and it's time to start the pink and or red cover reading vlog. This reading vlog is in collaboration with 3 other booktubers. You've got Becky, Jen, and Monica. I will put their ats in the description below. But we chose to kick off this year with reading books for pink and or red on the cover to read down our TBR in preparation for Valentine's Day. Now, me personally, I decided to go with all red books. So I have a number to choose from. We have just finished our live for the month. And so if you want to see that, that is on Monica's channel at Pardon This Book Addict. It was a really quick sprint. Just something to get us started. Now, me personally, I am just starting my vlog where some of us have finished our vlogs and are well ahead of the curve. That being said, I have started with 1201 by Bella J. This one was a priority read for me this year. I placed it on my 26 for 26 and I am having such a good time. This one I have the audiobook for, so I am reading it in tandem. This one it sounds messy, right? It is a kind of lick back season where our FMC is going to wind up dating her ex-fiance's twin brother. Now, hear me out. Again, the way in which I trust Bella J to write this so exquisitely well is just, sight unseen. Like, I know, given the fact that she read one of my favorite books of 2025, which was Bookmark, I trust her and I hear fantastic things about this in the audiobook, which I can attest to. So I think I'm probably in like chapter 3, maybe actually I'm in chapter 5 now. And I'm having such a good juicy time just anticipating all of the things that are happening because I can see how the dominoes are falling. In this, like I said, our FMC, she kicks off the book where she is locked up. She is in jail because she has just ruined the wedding of her ex-fiance with the girl he has been cheating on her with, because the night of her wedding she got a video and it shows them having adult steamy times. And so she's like, okay, well, you think you're gonna get married and I'm not going to come in and wreck shop. She goes full Beyonce lemonade at the venue and it winds up landing her in jail. Now, to her surprise, she thinks she's going to be locked up all weekend, and the last person on earth she expects to come bail her out does, which is the male main character. His name is Midnight. Now, Midnight comes in, and what she doesn't know is she believes that they've hated each other. Like, they have this enemies type of banter and relationship because she actually met Midnight first, and somehow I actually just listened to this part of the book where we find out what wound up happening, why she didn't get with Midnight, and how their relationship kind of got tarnished even though she met him first, and how she wound up dating his twin brother Malachi. And so that's where I am currently. And I just want you to know this is narrated by Emmanuel Ingram and Madison C. Marie. And let me say, Emmanuel Ingram is everything y'all said he was. Like, I just read the try-on lingerie scene and I was like, oh, I can't read this in work. I can't read this in public. Like, I can't listen to this book and be standing upright, because the way in which his voice just glides over your ears, down through your body, all the way down to your toes, and reverberates right back up. Like, you feel it. You feel everything that this man is putting into this book, and you're like, this is going to be a problem. I haven't even reached the scenes yet, and when I say that is because I know that this is a dom sub context, and the way in which I feel like he is going to have me out here bad, I can't read this in public. So this is going to have to be like a listen to while at home and read in the privacy of my bedroom or something, because I'm concerned for myself and my sanity. But I am reading this, and again, Bella J is not steering me wrong. I can't wait. I have an idea already of what I want my visuals to be for social media. So this is the first one that I am reading. Now, because I can't read that one in public, I'm going to have to listen to Applying Pressure by Siobhan Latrice. And this may just also be the thing that's a kicker, because it's also on my 26 for 26, and I probably shouldn't be listening to this in public, but I feel like this is a little bit safer of a bet. Now, in this one, I do know, I haven't started it yet, but I do know that it is a sports romance where our football player is like down bad over the woman that has captured his eye. And what she doesn't know is he's like taking out every single man that looks at her. Yes, this is a dark romance. When I say dark and unhinged, I mean like he's dropping bodies left and right, and she doesn't have a single clue. And that is what I need. I need something dark. I need something unhinged. I need something that'll make me question my sanity more so than 1201 is doing. So again, these are the two that I'm going to be listening to via audiobook. And then for physical reads, I am probably going to pick up 2 quick novellas, like really quick, because both of them are going to take time. And I literally have a week to get this out. So I'm going to listen to those 2. If I want to go ahead and pick up a quick novella, I have 2 for you. I am going to be reading Sugar Sugar by Lady Marie. This is a polyamorous couple where the two individuals are married in a relationship and are interested in bringing in a third, and she so happens to be a sugar baby. So I believe this is FFM, so I will be reading this one. Dropping back in because I think that I actually read you like book synopsis 2 and or 3. This one is just the traditional MF sugar baby, so not poly. This is just traditional MF, Sugar Baby, and then the entire series is Sugar Baby themed. So, needless to say, still going to be interested in this, but I don't know why that one. It's probably because it's poly. It's like calling my attention more, but I gotta start. I picked this one up at the Black Romance Book Festival, so this is a very quick book. It is 109 pages, so I can knock this one out. And then I will probably be reading Invite Only by Neek Mills. This one is very quick as well, very steamy, very spicy, and it is a tie-in to one of the other books that I read by Neek Mills, where this one captured my attention, and I was like, okay, I have to pick it up, and now is the time to do that. So that is what I am anticipating for reading this week. We'll see how it goes. Just know I'm having a good old grand time so far. Check in with you soon. I am back. You probably wouldn't be able to tell because I'm in the same spot on the couch, but my outfit has changed. So it is another day and it's another check-in. I am now 34% of the way into 1201 and it just turned midnight. And you know what that means? The freaks come out at night. Yes, the party is literally about to be in full swing. We are starting to figure out what the colors mean and why he has a black wristband and why she has a white wristband. And what wristbands are they going to exchange now that it's hit midnight? Now, I don't want to give too much again because I want to get into it. I want you to get into it. But what I will say is this. I'm pretty sure Bella J is not going to give us any spinoffs, not going to give us anything else. She is very much an author with 1201 and with Bookmark in particular, her 2 most recommended books. She's very much you get what you get and you don't throw a fit. Like you get one book from me and wherever your imagination takes you, that's where it goes. I believe we are going to get like another like extended epilogue where these 2 get married. Again, I gotta make it there. But what I really want from her is I want to know Nico's backstory. I want to know like a side quest or side little novella about like how he got into this 1201 party thing. Because first and foremost, he could sell a party like this with a drop of a dime. I want to know more about Nico. And I'm pretty sure we're not going to get it. Which just reminds me that I feel like Bella J has a power kink because she holds all of the cards in her hand and she's like, no, I'm not giving it up. I'm not letting you all have it. You all can run with your imagination, but this is what you're getting from me. And I love that for us and hate it for us at the same time. I really am enjoying getting to see like their backstory, their history, their connection, and how like they're fighting this attraction between one another, because this is definitely giving Midnight is It's Always Been You. I never felt like I was good enough for you. I wanted you to be happy, but now that you're not happy in your situation, I feel like it's finally time. And time is like, you played so many games in my face, and yet I'm the one winning. I can't wait to read more from this. Like I said, I'm going to take my time. I'm only 34% in. Like, I've got so much to go. But I'm going to savor the moment, because once you know, you know, and you can't get this feeling back. And that is probably the worst thing I have when it comes to book. Now, my memory is trash. So I could walk away from this tomorrow and won't be able to tell you a single details, but the memories I will have of being with like Emmanuel Ingram and Madison Marie, I think they're gonna last a lifetime, because this audiobook, exquisite. Okay, it is time for a check-in, and let me just say this. I know I just filmed my first book haul. Literally, that was the last video that you all saw on my channel, and somehow there's more. Now, I can tell you this. One of these I ordered in October. Not my fault. 2 of these I had gift cards for. One package was gifted to me, and then this other package I had credits for. So, did I actually spend any of my money? Only on the special editions that was ordered in October, which again, that was 2025 me many, many months ago. So please spare the judgment. Now, I will be getting into my update on the books, but it is a snow day, so I'm going to try to bulk film today. So you may see me in my BRBF shirt more than once, but let's get into the packages so that way we can get into the books. Now, this first package is from the ladies over at Melanin and Manga. Thank you so very much. Especially shout out to my homegirl Sheena. They have just reached 500 subscribers at their YouTube channel, so I will put it down below. And they were doing a giveaway, and I won their giveaway, so I'm very excited to look at what I received. So I know what this is. I've got 3 different books and key. So this one, the gift card, the receipt says, congrats, thank you for all of your love and support from Sheena. Enjoy your gifts. So I am very excited. So in this, I was able to get 3 books, which was super generous, more than I had expected. And they all came from my Amazon wish list. So y'all know how much I love Alexandria House, so she was able to get me Personal. This is the last and final one in, I want to be able to say like this is the St. Louis Cyclones. Now, have I read from this? No. Am I in a basketball mood? Yes, I am. It is the season. I will be getting to this. I believe this one is the youngest brother, and Armand is supposed to be like a favorite. So I wanted to start off with this one first, but I know that's chaotic. So I'll probably actually read them in order, but I needed to have this one first. And so I'm thankful that the ladies got me this for my shelves, because I will be seeing Alexandria House and I will be getting her to sign my books. Now, there is news that House Party is tickets will go on sale this summer. So it's going to be in Vegas, and I know my girls at Sips Then Read will be there in attendance. So everyone else, just hold your horses until we can get our tickets, because I must see Miss A House. So thank you to Melanin and Manga for this. They also got me Trenches by Aubrey J. Now, I've been hearing fantastic things about this. Typically, this is not a cover that I would gravitate to. Like, this one is very, very very blank in terms of I typically like people cover. I don't really want a smoking piece on my channel or on my shelves, but I I'm excited to see it in this one. I have an audiobook of this. I've been hearing great things about RBJ, and because I already had this one and it was so hyped, I was like, yeah, let's go ahead and put it on my shelves, because if I do that, I'm going to prioritize the read. So I wanted to get this one. And then they also got me Enigma by C.M. Barnes. And let me tell you, I hear this one is going to keep me warm. Yes, it is a snowstorm going on currently, but if everything literally went off today, if I read this, I'd be hot and bothered. And that is the vibe. So I'm very interested in this. I believe this one is C.M. Barnes' debut, and it just has been all over social. So these three were books that I won as a giveaway, and I'm so thankful. Now to talk about my Pango credit. I have already read this book, and I am so happy to have a copy. Now, whoever sent this, they did their big one in terms of like wrapping and securing it and making sure it was good, because this package, like, nobody was getting in. No snow, no rain, no nothing. Like, they packed it really well, and then they gave some brown paper so that, like, they were careful. And they were so nice in terms of sending it. So in terms of like communicating when it was coming out, it's The Huntsman by Naima Forna. I read this either in November. I want to say I read it for Noir November. I'll try to drop that video in the chat for when I talked about it. But y'all, absolutely loved. I am a Disney girl and I love a retelling, but especially when you make it black. This one is a Snow White retelling where Snow White is getting with the Huntsman. Y'all, let's get into it. First of all, it fits perfectly, like the red sprayed edges. Y'all know, like red. This is the red vlog. So it was kismet that we got this at the time. But let's talk about this one. This one is where Eshi and Malachi, they both have talents. And when I say the talents, I mean of the assassin variety. And, you know, iron sharpens iron, and baby, they are sharp as a tack. When it comes to like sparring with one another, when it comes to protecting each other, when it comes to like getting with the enemies, these two got it. And it's all about how our female main character, Eshi, she has been spying on the Huntsman. She has been like infatuated for him for months, until her aunt, who is the queen, who has taken over Eshi's kingdom, right? Like, so Eshi's mother died when she was way too young, and she was never able to care for the kingdom, so her aunt took it over. Because her aunt knows that Eshi could really throw a monkey wrench in her plans and really take the kingdom back at any moment, she has sent the Huntsman out to take her out. And the Huntsman goes to do the job, and he can't finish it. He can't complete the job because this woman is already 10 steps ahead of him. And then he starts to become infatuated with her, just like she's infatuated with him. And together, their romance brews, and they get their get back at the queen. And let me tell y'all, this is hot. This is so scorching hot, but so, you know, plot heavy. So reminiscent of like, this is so reminiscent of like the Disney fairy tales that you wanted as a kid, but make it dark. And so like, I'm so happy to have this one on my shelves. Now, the next two packages I have were because I had Amazon gift cards, and they're both in a series. So I'm going to open both of them. Y'all know I have not shut up talking about how much I am loving the Zoo Boy series. So I had to continue my collection. I only had one, but I want to catch them all. So I had to pick up Zootopia. Zoo Baby, Zeus is going to be, this book was going to take me out. Like, I was so invested in his storyline, seeing where the Zoo Boys were. This is the second to last one in the series, and it was my first 5-star, I want to say, of 2025. Outside of the quick like holiday novella, but this one was the first book that I was like, yeah, I'm in love. Like, I have to know what happens next, which is the final book, and I just need to have that on my shelf. That is Chevy's Promise. Now, in comparison to all of the other Zoo Boys books, like, they have been small, very easy to get through, very quick. But this, the size of this just lets me know we are in for a time. Like, Tatiana has not been playing with us. But when she decided to say, I'm going to double up on the page count for you, and I'm going to make y'all hold off until February to get the audiobook just because the sheer size of the audiobook is nothing like the rest, I know I'm about to be crying, sobbing, screaming, and falling even more in love with the Zoo Boy. So I just had to have this final one on my shelf. This one is different because, again, Chevy is different. So this is Chevy's Promise and the last and final one. So I've got to collect the rest of the series, but I'm going to do it slowly but surely. Now, the Coup de Grace, the thing that I have been waiting on. I mentioned this back in my book haul that I was like trying to hold off, and I couldn't. I just need to get that video out, and it was just only a matter of time before these books came to me. Now, these are books that like I said, I've been waiting on them since October. The time is now. They have arrived. This is the Art of Hood Love series by Antoinette Sherrill. I told y'all, me and Antoinette, we finna be locked in. These are the special editions. I have the Art of Hood Love Savvy. Like, she is gorgeous on the cover. And then you have the Art of Hood Love Shabu. Like, just look at them. They make a gorgeous couple. And then if you want to put these two together, they make one stunning baby. Like, this is the Art of Hood Love. This is the product of the Art of Hood Love, in my assumption, right? I haven't read the series yet. I own all 3 books on my Kindle. And best believe, I have a priority to read this entire series this month. This year. Let me not throw out unrealistic goals, because the month is over. It is the 24th. I'm not going to read this entire series by the end of the month, but I will commit to reading this by the end of the year. Like, these are just cute. Welcome to the Fold Savvy Shabu Navy. And then you've got this, again, cute little bookmark. Y'all, I cannot wait to jump into her entire catalog. They are signed. Very happy to have these on my shelves because the girls be tearing these up. Like, Antoinette Sherrill has us hooked at this point. And like I told y'all, I have Disrespectfully Relic, which is the spinoff of this series. And so I'm just going to be binging. That's what we're going to be doing here. So let me put these books up, and then I'm going to talk to you about where I am in my Red reading vlog. Okay, so let's talk about how I finished 1201. I couldn't even come back and check in with y'all no more. I said, they've got enough. If they don't know to go read the book, actually, if they don't know to go listen to the audiobook, it is on Hoopla, at least in my library. It is given through Hoopla, but I purchased the book in, high anticipation for how good it was. And it was literally everything that y'all said it was going to be. I want you to know right now, Emmanuel Ingram, he could read any and everything to me if he uses the voice that he used for this book. Like, this man had me in the kitchen folding over, and I was like, the house gonna burn down because these eggs, to hell with them. I need help, y'all. Outside of the audio narration for both of our FMC and our MMC, let's talk about the actual book, because that is also just as good. When I say I love Midnight, the man is so attentive. He pays attention. When we talk about like men and them like really pouring into you, the way this man did one of the most thoughtful things for his woman. Like, he knew that Time was going to have a difficult moment when it came to the anniversary of her sister, and he was like, I got you. Let me let you know that I care for you, and I am your caretaker, your provider, your protector. I've got you, even if it's not including me, even if I don't have to be around. Just know I'm thinking about you on days like this. And when he dedicated that day to her spending time with her best friend and them like restoring their energy, restoring, peace and happiness and vibes within them, and having that sisterhood because she had lost her sister, I said, this man is marriage material. Like, he stood beside her every single way. He said, I don't care what my family has to say. And let me tell you, the way that I adored his family, everyone but the brother. Like, the brother, I guess he wound up coming around at the end. But, you know, Midnight had the two-piece, went to Malachi for a second, and rightfully so. Like, you coming over to my house, worried about my women when your woman is at home. Like, you worried about the wrong things, broski. But what I loved about, you know, his family was the dynamic between his sister. His sister was like, yeah, I'm about the mess and the drama. I love all of this tea, but I'm not going to tell you who to choose. I'm not going to tell your business out here in the street. I'm not going to do anything because, like, you're my brother and your brother is wrong as two left shoes. And I am here for your happiness. And I just love their banter. I absolutely loved Mid's relationship with his father. His father was like, hey, you and your brother, like, y'all both wrong. Like, you wrong for coming, you know, behind Blood, and he wrong for doing her the way that he did her. However, both of y'all got me messed up because you interfering me and my wife. Now my wife is wanting me to go jet set and take her around the world. Y'all need to fix it before I have to get in both of y'all behinds. And I was like, his daddy is a real one. He was like, I love my wife, and y'all are messing up my happy home with y'all mess. Figure it out. But all in all, everybody kind of wind up coming around, except Tia, which I never expected Tia to be cool. Like, when she decided that she was going to, like, say, you know, flaunt and try to show up time and was like, yeah, I'm expecting quiet as it's kept, mama. You won first and foremost, didn't get the prize. Like, you're with Malachi and you think that Malachi is the winner here. He's not. Second of all, while you're flaunting around, just know you may not be the only one. Like, y'all, 1201 was beautiful. I think that Bella J knew. She must have heard me when I told her, I said, hey, I want to get Nico's backstory. The pettiness of Bella J, she was like, I know y'all gonna ask for it. I'm gonna give y'all the bare minimum so y'all don't have to ask nothing else. He was involved with the older woman. The older woman got him in the lifestyle. And I said, that's all we get? Where's the rest? She said, don't ask for nothing else. I've given you the best. Like Mariah Carey said, I'm going to do the best with what I got. And that's what she had at the time. And you know what? We say thank you. We say thank you because you have done more than enough with us. This book, I can see why it's getting all of the love and the attention, and it really does deserve it. So I'm going to be flying through Bella's backlog. I can tell y'all that right now. Her entire catalog is probably going to be hit up by me sometime this year. Within this year and next year, I'm going to, like, fly through it because she has With Cookies on Top and Cookie Dough. I can't afford to read a almost 800 page book right this very moment. I read Demon's Dream last year and that was a feat. So Bella, we're going to have to, like, take a break from one another, but just know I'm coming back. Just like Midnight came back around to time. Now, the interesting thing about this one, because this one is the almost antithesis of the next book that I'm reading. In this one, you had a man that was like, it's always been you. However, I'm not ready for you. I'm going to let somebody else have you in hopes that that person makes you happy. Now, I'm reading Applying Pressure by Siobhan Latrice. I'm 50% of the way in right now. So I will have to come back and check in with y'all momentarily about this one. But this man, he the exact opposite. The way that Ocean was like, I don't want you with nobody else. No, literally nobody else can have you. And if they think they can, they're going to have to see me. And when they see me, their eyes going to be closed for the rest of their time. Like, it's lights out. This one is truly unhinged. It is unhinged in some of the best and worst ways. Because I'm not going to lie to you and tell you some of the things that Ocean is doing, I'm sanctioning, I'm standing behind. I'm not. But I can get behind the going on in the fictional book. So let's talk about this. One, FMC Miami. She works for a public relations firm. And she is always thinking about, you know, clients. She is always thinking about her next move. Especially when things in her life are not going right. And right now, her boyfriend Zion did not come home. He ain't been answering her phone calls, and she cooked this meal, and she's like, you know what? Bump it. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna have a good time with my best friend. We're gonna hit the club. We're gonna buy us a section. And she does. She gets there. She's having a good time. She's chilling. And she's seeing a lot of commotion going on in the club. She was like, oh, it must be a baller in here. Now, Mayumi is not about the bag. She's not about money in terms of finding somebody else to get it. She wants to get it on her own. So when she learns that Ocean is in the club and he is like one of the top NFL players that there is, she was like, okay, I literally have to get him on my team, send him the most expensive bottle of champagne. So she sent for the man. But when he came up to her, she was like, oh, no, I didn't mean it in that way. Like, I'm trying to do business with you. And he's like, the only business that we finna do is signing our names on a dotted line because you finna be my wife. And he was like, on site, this is my type of woman, especially when she turned him down. And she was like, no, I got a man. He was like, did I ask you about that? I didn't ask you if you had a man. I asked you for your phone number. And this is the thing. This man here, Ocean, he don't know. No is not in his vocabulary. He don't know nothing about it. He ain't never heard the word no. And when it comes to him, it sounds very foreign. And he's like, no means yes, right? No means you want me to do it anyway, right? Now, this man is a walking red flag. However, there's things about him that I'm like, okay, he's very protective of her. Like, he wants to trail her home after late nights to make sure she's okay. But you're making her think that someone is stalking her, when in reality, you actually are the person that's stalking her. And when she comes to you about it, you was like, oh, okay, well, just call me and I can make sure you get home safely. Dude, you the reason. Let's talk about how, like, this is the legitimate version of forced proximity. Like, when we talk about forced proximity, yeah, we're snowed in together. Yeah, we have to be around each other because our best friends are getting married. Ocean said, I'm going to blackmail somebody that lives in your apartment complex so I can get that house so that anytime you need something, whether it's a cup of sugar or safety because you think somebody is after you, you gonna come to me because we live in the same apartment complex. Then let me talk about how, like, he took it to the ultimate level, in which this one is going to come back to bite him. I know for sure. I don't want to spoil it, but I will just tell you what he has asked his homeboy Travie to do. You couldn't have thought this through. And Travie may be the only one that with a little bit of common sense, right? Like, the Travie was like, my guy, you're already in there. Like, y'all are already, like, locked in from what I can see. She know who you are. She don't really care about your money. She want to be with you. Y'all are going out and spending time with each other. Bro, you moved into her apartment complex. She's coming to you for safety. What more do you want? And Ocean is like, I want you to get me some stuff that make her want to marry me. And I'm like, you know, you ever thought about you could just ask her? You could just ask her, hey, what are you looking for in a long-term partner? What are you looking for in a husband? Like, what are your desires, your wants, and your needs? Like, how do you want a man to show up for you? But no, you decide to go literally off script and do the thing that is probably going to hinder you the most. On top of the fact that now you bringing the police to her door. Sir. And, like, the craziest part about this is the man know that he ain't got all the marbles in a jar. But he's like, I don't want her to know just yet. Sir. Haha. Anybody that watches the NFL knows that you is unstable. Like, her mama know. Her daddy know. Her best friends know. Everybody know. Apparently not her. She probably didn't heed the warning correctly. She probably should have looked into it when she decided to take this man on as a client to say, hey, what sort of cases had they had to do public relations for? Is he really a client that I want? Furthermore, is he the man that I want? But let me let you know, I am locked in, and I will come back to tell you all that here in a moment. Talk to you soon. Okay, first things first, I am cleaning up all of these books that I have been filming with, but I came in to let you know. Travi is delusional. When I said that he may be the only one that have sense, I clearly had not gotten to the point where he lost his marbles. This man is starting to have feelings, real big feelings, and he don't know how to control himself. The audacity of you, sir, to answer my phone, go off on the man, and then ask me if I told him that I had a man. First of all, we don't go together. You lied about everything. I don't even know your last name. Oh, and let us not forget. Now, she don't know. Kinsley don't know. Kinsley don't know that you got a woman whole time. And then you're like, oh, I'm feeling some sort of way. I need to go and get my mind off of her. And you went to go sleep with a random woman when you have a whole girlfriend at home. If you was going to go sleep with somebody, go sleep with the woman that you with. Make it make sense, Travi. But you can't, because you don't make no damn sense. And then you go over to your delusional friend house, Ocean, who's like, I could care less, my guy. Like, it's funny to me. Do you want me to off the man? Not you offering to off somebody else's problem. You got problems of your own, son. At this point, we are all making piss poor decisions. And again, I'm still thoroughly entertained. But my mind is like, what are we doing? Truly. It's time to close out this video. I have finished this. This is not going to be staying on my shelves long. I love unhinged men. And I can make exceptions for a lot of them. But the two men in here, not going to be able to help you out. I'm not going to be able to ride this train. I'm going to stop, drop, and roll up off of here. I want y'all to know right now, there are small glimpses of hope when we read this, in terms of like, yes, Ocean did like this whole huge shout out on national television, but America didn't know what he was truly saying. The man told her, literally, it's me or nobody else. And she was like, wait, you gonna take me out next? And he was like, no, but everybody that comes across your path, they'll never see the light of day again. And while to some that may sound cute, and at first I was like, oh, okay, yeah. This man did not care. Women, men, grannies, whoever, gotta go. And I was just thinking, my anxiety started to peak when we got to like 80%. I was like, when is the shoe gonna drop? When is the shoe gonna drop? And it dropped like an anvil. And these two were acting like they were Looney Tunes. Like the two women, Naomi and Kinsley, was like, actually Kinsley for a moment was like, yeah, call the police. We're not doing this. Actually, I don't want to deal with you anymore. And somehow we end up not only staying with these men, but procreating with the men. And I'm like, how y'all think this is gonna go? Needless to say, there are some things that like worked for me. The spicy times. There's a lot of things that didn't work for me. I also, from a writing standpoint, I did not enjoy. I really dislike when people use the word female in books. Like, it just really bothers me. So that was one of the things that irritated me. The second thing that irritated me was, the constant dropping of like brands when we're utilizing like, I picked up my Balenciaga bag, or he dropped his Gucci drawers. Like, I hate it. I hate that. Again, this book may work for some people, and to me it was entertaining. Don't get me wrong. One thing I will always say about Siobhan Latrice, she is an entertainer. The way in which she writes it's going to have you hooked. You will continue reading. Whether or not you're enjoying the ride, you're on the ride and you're going wherever she is taking you. This is where I close out the vlog. I realized I thought I had more time. I thought I had 2 extra days. And I was going to try to get in some of those novellas. If they are read, they won't be read in this vlog. That is all I got for you today. Had one supreme hit in 1201 and one miss for me with Applying Pressure. I'm going to ask you all to do me a favor. It is football season. Ocean is a football player. Leave me a football emoji or tell me a book with a red cover that you want to read and you're prioritizing, and I'll talk to you next time.